Hey guys, Jim here, Ludus Games, and I'm here to play some Arena, Magic Arena. So Arena's been out for a little bit. It's gaining popularity. I just wanted to, give a shout out to Magic the Gathering for the product and the development that they spent on this game. It's great. Like anything else, it has room to get better. Certainly not worse. And people are enjoying it from what I can tell. My only caveat would be that toxic community members, and I mean toxic, not people who disagree, but people who are just generally not good for the community, who create division and draw lines. Drawing lines in the sand helps no one. Let me just tell you that. That comes from a bit of experience. Anyway, I'm going to do and play a deck. And I've been thinking about this for a while because a friend of mine, he went and sent me a deck to play. And let me give you a clue. This is the clue. Yeah. So, based off of that, what do you think the deck is? Huh? Anybody? How about this? So a friend of mine sent me a deck, and shout out to Guile. This video is for you, my friend. A very good friend of mine. And, he sent me a deck that said, Jim, I love angels. I like gaining life. Check this out. So he sent me the original list. And he told me basically just, have fun with it, see what it can do. So I did. And you know what? The deck is certainly a lot of fun to play. I wouldn't put it in the uber competitive category, but has some potential, I would say. Lands, I need to still figure out kind of what to do with this mess of lands here. But there are things you can do. This, I'll get to him. But basically, let's start over here. We have 4 Healer's Hawks because early pressure, you gain life, and why not? They also eat up removal, believe it or not. People don't like these things. They're fantastic. And then I got a Fountain of Renewal. Do draw a card if I need in a pinch. Gain me 1 life each turn, and it also synergizes with Dawn of Hope. We'll get to that in a second. 1 Prying Blade. So Prying Blade's in here for 2 reasons. One, it's an early drop equipment. It goes on one of these Healer Hawks and gains you artifact token that generates mana for you every turn, which is good if you want to play things like this. So I had this in replace of, where are my enchantments here? Now, what's that for? The Tithe. Where are you? Where are you, Tithe? Here, this one. Smothering Tithe. Smothering Tithe is 4 mana. It draws you a card every time your opponent draws, which is a good check to give them because they have to consider, spending mana, which is great. But better in a multiplayer format. Hint, hint, Commander players. And where draws can go insane. But anyways, in regular format, I really wanted the mana off of these. And sometimes my opponent said, no, I'm not going to give you an extra mana. So I wanted to really control it. So by attacking, which this deck's about being aggressive, this was better for me. Plus it was cheaper. And I controlled it. Then we move into the 2-drop, Dawn of Hope here. So I earlier said Fountain of Renewal synergizes with Dawn of Hope. Excuse my language. I need a drink. Hang on a sec. Some water. Tasty water. Anyways, Dawn of Hope here. So if you haven't spent time to read it, it's 1 white, 1 colorless. Whenever you gain life, you may, pay 2 if you do draw a card. And for 1 white and 3 colors, create a 1/1 white soldier creature with creature token, with lifelink. That ain't bad. a blocker that gains you life, hey. But I want to, so if you get this fountain or any one of these birds with a Dawn of Hope, so every turn 1 you go here, turn 2 you go here, and then turn 3 you just go attack, draw a card, play an extra land, and keep developing. Right? So you have that option for a long game. So it's a really good synergy. It also synergizes with this, but we'll get to that later. That's kind of for the theme of the deck right here, this one here. And a friend of mine, he's not a friend, a streamer that I enjoy watching, I sent him a care package a while back. He did a Divine Visitation tokens standard deck, which was great. I think he did it for one of his patrons or something like that. If you haven't seen that video, check that out. It's fantastic. Anyway, Revitalize, draw a card, gain life. That's great. Gaia's Blessing. If you're playing green, this shuffles 3 of your cards back into your library and draws you the card. And if anybody mills you, and this is in your deck, you shuffle your whole graveyard back into your deck. So for all those mill strategies out there, Gaia's Blessing is just for you. And this card, I've sat back in games while people were milling me and getting into that loop, and I'm saying, yeah, okay, that's great, but what you gonna do about Gaia's Blessing? Because when this hits the yard, it shuffles itself and everything else back in to your library. So Gaia's Blessing, and also gets you some stuff, gives you some card advantage. Assassin's Trophy, because this is just destroy target permanent. I mean, you need to destroy something, get it off the board. Just here it is, Assassin's Trophy. You're giving them a land. You know, it's what like a Path was. Is it Path to Exile or Swords to Plowshares that gives? And it's Path to Exile that gives you your opponent the extra land, but it is important because it exiles creatures. This thing destroys any permanent. Yes, they go to the graveyard. So all you Phoenix players out there, I hate you, but that's fine. Those are great decks. But still, in a pinch, it's great to have. Resplendent Angel, because hey, it's a 3-drop, it's an angel, and it's a 3/3 flyer that makes tokens later. Surprise, surprise, 3 of those guys. Profane Procession, an enchantment that turns into a land that can just return creature cards that you exile with this. This is a removal enchantment. It's slow, but you know what? It drops early, and you can set it up to remove key pieces off their board. It's something I'm trying out. See how that works. This can go on a bird, and bird dies easy. This can return creatures from your yard. You can just constantly recur your creatures, your angels, which is fantastic. This makes your creatures uncounterable, gives them haste if you need it, and it gives them +1/+1. So this little beauty enchantment is fantastic. I love these 3. These 3 give me the flavor for me, from my perspective of the deck, because it gives the deck like some more angles to come from. And then we'll move over here to Shalai. Shalai gives everything hexproof, including yourself. Oh, did I mention it can pump up some creatures? 2 green and 4 colorless, and just make your army bigger. That's fantastic. It also is a magnet for removal. That's fine. That's why there's 2 of these. But if you can recur from your yard, or just eat a removal, that's great. You know what I forgot over here? Oh, in the 1 slot, you see this Banefire? I should have mentioned this, but Banefire, you know what? We're gonna leave you for last, because just look at that picture. Look at that. Oh, we'll leave Banefire for last. Aurelia, we're at 9 minutes. I want to keep these videos short, so I'm gonna maybe play 1 game or do another video with the gameplay. But anyways, Aurelia, Exemplar of Justice, is just fantastic because she can mentor these little healer hawks to get bigger over time. She also gives something +2/+2. It gains Trample if it's red, and it gains Vigilance if it's white. So you give it to herself. She's a 4/5 Vigilant Trampler, flying mentor creature, which is fantastic in itself. She can also give your other angel, like Shalai, Vigilance and attack for 4/5. That's also pretty good. or 2 life a turn. It's or 3 life a turn, I should say. It's fantastic. So there's 2 copies of her in there. Angelic Exaltation, is not just about being or having the title Angel in it, but or having Angel in the title, but 3 colorless and 1 white gives you an enchantment that says whenever a creature attacks alone, it gets +X until the end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. And you know what? That's fantastic. You want to leave your creatures behind, maybe send a Healer's Hawk with 2 creatures. All of a sudden, it becomes a 4/4 flying lifelink. That's not bad, right? If you put some tokens out, build tokens with one Healer's Hawk, right? Let's say you get to a board state where you have 3 tokens and 1 Healer's Hawk, and then you resolve this guy. Well, now you're attacking for a 5/5 flying lifelinker. That ain't bad. So that's good to have. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but the Hyro, Mancer's Cage, this one is another enchantment for, again, 1 white and 3 colorless. It just exiles any non-land permanent your opponent controls until this leaves the battlefield. This helps you control the board as well. This can easily, one of these can turn into another one of these. I haven't decided whether that's what I want to do, but this little bad boy, Settle the Wreckage, is exile all attacking creatures. I mean, again, you're advancing your opponent's mana base, but it's sometimes worth it. I didn't put 2 in here initially because Settle has grown in popularity and people are starting to read it a lot more. And they're not attacking all into a Settle. People are recognizing open white mana. Now it's potentially this, and if you have 2 of them, 1 could be sitting in your hand for a while. Sometimes you get 1 or 2 creatures, which is fine. So 1 is definitely a must-have, but I don't know about 2. Still on the fence. We got 1 Angel's Grace, because Angel's Grace can save you in a pinch, can put your life back up to 10. Oh, did I mention it has flash? It's also flying, and it's a 5/4 angel, so fits into the theme. And relatively inexpensive at 5 mana, 2 white, 3 colorless. Not bad. Oh, there's my phone. Let's just call that person back. Oh, that's a friend of mine who's working at the brick and mortar that I play at. So, and that was actually Gaio, whose deck I am critiquing here, and I'll call you back, Gaio, when I get a chance here. So Lyra is fantastic. Most everyone has seen this in play already. It's a 5/5 angel that gives that has flying, first strike, and lifelink in itself. And other angels get +1/+1 and have lifelink. Fantastic. Okay. 3 colorless, 2 white. It's a crazy card. You've noticed it in a lot of standard decks out there because it's just so good. And then we have Divine Visitation. This is your enchantment that partners with Dawn of Hope, because Dawn of Hope says for 4 mana put a 1/1 white soldier creature token with lifelink into play. This thing says when 1 or more creature tokens would be created under your control, that many 4/4 white angel creatures with flying and vigilance are created instead. So this, you set it up. If I were going to do it in one shot, set up for 5 and 2, that's 7 mana, and then 4 mana, which is 11 mana. We're pumping out 4/4 angel every, once on one turn. If you have 11 mana, that's 2 on the next turn. That's pretty insane. It's nice. Also, if you attack with the Healer's Hawk, you can resolve this, set this up with this already attacking. You know what I mean? Next turn, you tap, create, gain life. No, wait a minute. No, I would, Dawn of Hope. No, you still need to create the token. This one. My bad. I apologize. So your token creators are this one and this one. So that's what I wanted to say about Resplendent Angel that I didn't. This can create tokens, so can this. So we have 5 ways to create tokens for Divine Visitation, which is not bad. Okay. And again, this may be the slow part. Maybe too fancy for the deck. If you want to amp it up, maybe you might have to like consider not doing this, because these are your token generators. But I find in this deck, running a 3/3 flyer on its own, just 3/3 flyer for 3 mana is fantastic. This also eats up tons of removal, because this is a threat in itself. And lastly, we're going to round off the deck with a flyer. It's a dragon. It's legendary. And who doesn't like legendary dragons? Okay? So you got to have one in each deck. Zetlapa, the Primal Dawn, I think I said that right, is a legendary creature. It's one of the elder dinosaurs. Did I mention it has flying, double strike, vigilance, and trample? And guess what? It's indestructible. So you have to exile this thing. Okay. Okay, that's fine. This dragon can win a game on its own. If you pump it up a little bit, and there are ways, with a Saheeli or even this Prying Blade over here. Where is it? Where are you, Prying Blade? There you are. That's 10 points of damage on each turn. Oh, double strike, you get 2 of those little tokens to add mana. So, that's flavorful. It's big. It may not deserve a spot for competitive, but for flavor, this is, just the right sauce. Also, I messed that up. How did I do that? Anyway, also, I'm going to finish off with a Banefire. Look at this card. Just look at it. There's a guy holding a dragon's head, punching or holding it while it spits fire. So if this little dude jumped in front of you with a dragon's head and just went, hey, hello, and just unleashed dragon's breath all over you, you'd be incinerated, like dead. That's what this card intends, and that's what the purpose of it is. It's basically a burn spell to any target. It's just like bang. And if you spend 5 or more mana, or X, so you need 6 mana to make this uncounterable. So if you get your opponent down to, let's say, 8 life, and you have some mana at that point, and you've generated some tokens, and you are, ready to finish the game, you don't need to do it with an attack. You can just Banefire that to the face and say, GG. Because this is you can't counter it. Sorry, here's a dragon's head. It's going to burn you, incinerate you, and you're done. So there you go. That's the deck. We're at about 18 minutes. I don't want to make this too long. Let me see how long a game is, just so I can walk people through a game while it loads up. I'm going to have a drink of water. Pause for a sec. Oh, I got a game going. Perfecto. Now, last time on my video, my mic went like crazy. Oh, this is such a good hand, but these ends are tapped. Whatever, we'll keep. The opponent goes first. I'm on the draw. Anyways, my video started going echoey. I don't know what that was all about, but that's okay. So what do I do here? He's getting aggro on me. So I'm going to develop my mana. This will not come into play untapped next turn if I play this forest. So I'm going to go ahead and play this Healer's Hawk. Maybe pull out a burn spell. And then leave this up, maybe? Depending on how many cards he has. See, he had a burn spell. He's got 4 cards. 3 now. Okay, does he have 1 burn spell? Let's see what he's got. I don't think he has a burn spell. I really don't think he has a burn spell. Because he would have... No, he wouldn't have... Let him draw this out. I need one more mana. I need the mana so I can play this, draw a card, gain a life, and draw an additional card. Which is a huge turn for me. There he goes. He had it. Or he drew it. Oh, that bites the big one. The big Lebowski. I need a land here or this game is over. My opponent draws 2 cards. There we go. Okay, let's start off. No. What am I doing? Start off with this. Alright. Not yet. Bait out that burn spell. Okay. This is like severely tight. I need another mana so I can play this. Okay. I'm at 7. So if I take the 4, I go to 3. And then I gain 6. I'm dead. I need to let him draw the cards. This is not good. Not for a red burn deck. Oh, this is horrible for me. Well, that needs to resolve. I can't take the 4. I can't. Come on, all lands. All lands. All right. All right. Here we go. Does he have another burn spell for the win? Come on. No, he does not. Nice. Oh, that comes into play tapped. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I forgot. Oh, son of a gun. Yeah, I'm dead no matter what I do. 5 life here won't matter. That's a good game. That's a good game. Nothing we could do there. Just go ahead and concede. Red burn. Damn you, red burn. You red burn decks out there. God love you. So that's the deck. If you like the deck, I can showcase it some more. I'll play, you know, I'll do another video. This video is gonna run about 25 minutes, and that's just as much as I want to put people through and bore them with my, you know, bad voice and my, you know, bad advice. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and especially you, Guy. I hope you enjoyed that. That one's for you, buddy. All right, enjoy. I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.